Hi, it's Kate from TRG, and I've got a question today from the TRG 30 network. If this new normal goes on for longer than 12 to 18 months, how should we be thinking about alternate programming for the long term? This is a big question, one we at TRG take very seriously, and one in which we will just scratch the surface today. But I have a few thoughts that will get you going, your thinking wheels turning, and then let's continue the conversation. So let's imagine that you and your organization need to coexist alongside the virus for a long period of time, think years, not months, before countermeasures like a vaccine or herd immunity would come to be. What we need for that scenario is a new business model, one that would live with us at least through the virus and perhaps beyond it. And there's 4 pathways that I'm going to suggest you explore. This is by no means a limited list, but really meant to give you a foundation on which to build some thinking. So the 4 pathways. 1, we change the delivery vehicle. So think instead of the old ways of delivering live and in person, we imagine new frames for in which that art will exist. Great example of this is actually the public theater and the virtual version of the Apple Family play that they did recently, written for this crisis. Those of you who watched the conversation with Oscar Eustis and Jill in TRG 30 back in May will remember that Oscar said this play changed his thinking about what theater could be, what theater is, what it could and should be in terms of delivery models. So could we change the delivery vehicle entirely? 2, could we reframe the format in which we deliver art? Many of the organizations who are canceling their seasons now are canceling those seasons because there's no way that they can deliver a giant opera with all of the things that it entails for a reduced volume of people in the hall. The finances of it don't work. The safety for their artists doesn't work. So could we reimagine entirely what our art form is for this period of time? One of my clients is actively working on a ballet, The Nutcracker, for December, and they're thinking through what would Nutcracker look like if the audience is only going to be 250 people and there won't be children dancing on stage, and the production size needs to look different. What would a holiday ballet for our times look like? How would we think about it differently creatively? 3rd, we could change how we fulfill our missions entirely. Think here about how would you take the resources that you have and reimagine the operations around them to continue serving your community, but in a different, completely different way. A pre-COVID example of this would be Le Grand Ballet in Montreal, Canada, who in 2013 founded a dance therapy center. So rather than simply thinking about themselves as an organization who dances in large-scale ballet productions and who teaches traditional programming, they imagined and had a vision for how would we serve our community, physical health, mental health, emotional health through dance. Or 4th, we could stop completely, but with purpose, to re-envision and reset our entire business model. This fits in with Jill's, one of her 7 new rules that says smaller is better than gone. What would it look like to get really small and restart an organization from the beginning if we had to imagine knowing everything we know in 2020? What could a service model for the 21st century look like if we started afresh? all of these are merely scratching the surface of this topic. And as you're having thoughts about it, I encourage you to visit our website, trgartsresiliency.com, and check out there. You can sign up for a free hour of consulting. We'd love to talk to you as you're thinking this through, and really sense check what you're thinking with you, and help you, support you as you navigate what the right business model decisions are for your organization and for your community. Thanks so much for a great question. Take care, everyone.